Side-mounted guides typically are half an inch on either side, so you have to subtract an inch from the opening. And that's assuming that the front of your opening is the same as the back of your opening. Hopefully it is. So it's, for this style, if I had that, so let's say I have 12 inches, I'd say, okay, I have 12 inches. I need to subtract the thickness of this, come up with my drawer front. That stuff is nice. What is nasty is when you get into the undermount drawer slides, which look like this thing. And this is what I have on this workbench. So let's see if I can get this drawer to come out. So this is the drawer for this workbench, and that is what the mount looks like. You have these little clips that go to the front, and you notice on the bottom this is actually cut away so the slide can operate into that opening. So on this, that stays put, this moves, but then from the side, when this pulls out, you don't see the slide at all. The fun with this guy is all the instructions are in metric. So what they'll tell you is take the size of the opening and subtract 9 millimeters. And you go, thanks for nothing. How am I supposed to do that? So what I typically do when I get into stuff like this where I have to subtract goofy numbers is I'll just lay out my rule and say, okay, let's say I have a drawer that is 25 inches. Now I need to subtract 9 millimeters. So what I got is just a little 6-inch rule where on one side it's in inches and on the other side it's in millimeters. Put this up to my 26 and say, okay, 26 minus 9 in American is 25 and a strong 5/8. And then from that 25 and 5/8, I can subtract my drawer sides and then know what to cut this and to cut this to. So that's my first recommendation on this stuff. If you run into stuff where it's all metric, stick with what you know. Just find a way to convert that very quickly without having to go, okay, how many millimeters is in a centimeter and how many centimeters is an inch, and I'm going to convert that over and get it there. It's just take the numbers off your piece. Don't worry about converting anything and end up with that number. So these drawers are actually dominoed together as well. It's 5/8 inch stock instead of 1/2 inch stock. And of course, if I was going to go back and do this tongue and dado stuff, I would have to go, okay, my sides are this, but then I need to add a 1/4 inch back or so to add to this, and then you might end up with a drawer that doesn't always end up to what it actually should be. It's the same with these guys over here. Sometimes you'll get slides that are a little bit off, so you just have to double check before you get into it. Of course, I think it's easier to build a drawer that's a little oversized because if it is, I can actually shave a little bit off the side. I don't try to run it through the planer, but I'll aggressively sand it, or you can hand plane it as well. If it comes out with a side-mounted slide and your opening is too narrow, you can always add a shim to either this or inside the case to bring that out as well. We had the question yesterday, where in the world do I mount a side-mounted slide? And I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. It's what you feel comfortable doing. You'll see a lot of people mount a side mount right along the bottom, and I think they do that because it's the least obtrusive. On a bigger, taller drawer, I get a little nervous when it's just all the way down on the side because you have a lot dancing around on the top. So I'll typically move it up to a center line. And I think in a lot of instances, a center line is almost easier to deal with than to mount it on the bottom and then try to figure out that offset. I can mount a center line here and I can do a center line on my case and then mount the slide right to that point. Probably the slickest tip I've ever seen for mounting slides, if I have a box without any dividers, so I just have a solid wall coming down. Let's say this is my box and I need to install little drawers in it. So I just have solid walls coming all the way down and I need to mount these slides. I need to get them square and I need to get them even. One trick that I saw was you get a piece of plywood, you rest your slide on it, you screw the side of the wall. Move this over, screw it to this wall. Take this and then cut off what you don't need. Put it in, mount the next one down. Move it over, mount the next one down. It beats cutting up 12 pieces of wood, one for each side of all different lengths, and then you can just systematically work your way down. And the nice thing with a lot of these things is they're all, they all have adjustment in it. So if you got them a little bit off, you can loosen the screws, move the slots a little bit, get them in there and go. So I would say the biggest thing with slides is don't worry about mounting the slides. They're pretty easy to do. I mean, you look at how many holes are in this thing, and you can add more if you want to, right? So you have a lot of adjustability in this. The big thing I would say is building your drawer as precisely as possible to actually mount this through and actually read the instructions. I know it hurts, but you have to do it occasionally. So that's drawer slides in a nutshell.